Chapter 8. Honey, I'm home. Cal waited hopefully to hear his wife's response, but heard nothing. Nothing except for the perpetual drone of the ever-present TV set. Husband slays wife in local. 4 die in house fire. Mother drowns children in... Honey? Honey, are you there? Cal could see the groceries, still sitting on the living room couch. Then he saw the shattered glass and the bags strewn on the floor. His heart fell when he saw the blood stain on the wall and the clumps of hair still clinging to the impact mark. Cal's voice began to tremble in fear. Honey? Cal moved slowly into the kitchen. There was a man dressed in white at the kitchen table, calmly dipping Oreo cookies into a saucer of milk. He looked up nonchalantly at Cal, and then he went back to focusing his attention on his cookie. He dipped it again and began munching on it slowly. Hi, Cal, he said with a mouth still full with Oreo. I just raped and murdered your wife. Sorry I'm being rude. Cookie? Cal walked slowly past him and into the bedroom. His feet felt heavier. His eyes became more and more glazed over. He was slipping into a catatonic trance. Cal's bed, which had been the site of so much tender love-making, was now caked in blood. The smell of sex still lingered in the air. Cal looked on the opposite side of the bed for Helen, and found her balled up against the wall in a heap, like she was little more than a bloodied piece of garbage. Cal slowly walked back out of the bedroom. Here, Cal, have a seat. The milkman pulled up a chair, and next to him, at the kitchen table. Come talk to me. I'm kind of lonely. You ever try carrying on a conversation with a Satanist or a devil worshiper, Cal? No? I didn't think so. Anyway, they're a creepy bunch, trust me. I could go for a little heart-to-heart with a normal family guy like yourself. I mean, you're not really a family guy, anymore. Now you are. So that's probably a touchy subject right about now. Cal sat beside him in a zombie-like trance. The trauma was settling in. Come on, old boy, shake it off. You've had a good 10 seconds of mourning to get over it now. Find yourself a new bitch. Let me tell you a little story, Cal. May I call you Cal? It was about 3 centuries ago. There was a peasant named Eli. A nobody, truly. But one afternoon I was bored, and there he was. Just a little shepherd in the countryside in Turkey, minding his own business. He had a wife, and he had 4 beautiful daughters. He was a very happy man. And religious, too. He would thank God every day for all the blessings in his life. So then I started fucking with him, right? First I burned down his little house and wipe out his livestock, but still he thanks God every day. Then I have his village plundered and his 4 daughters raped and then killed. But get this, he is still thankful. I let his wife die a slow, painful death from cancer and let him watch every day. But you guessed it, he still prays every single day for his blessings. He still thanks God, me, for all my infinite mercy and compassion. At one point, he was living in a hut made from horse feces. No joke. He's literally living in a house made from horse shit, and he is fucking thankful for it. So finally this poor bastard mercifully dies, and I assume he thinks he's going to heaven. But you know what happens when we assume, Cal? He is greeted at the pearly gates. Not by St. Pete, but by, you guessed it, me, and all my rapist cronies who have burned down his village. He finds out he's not going to heaven, but you guessed it, hell. You should have seen the look on his face, Cal. Priceless. Blind devotion has to be the greatest invention ever. Mankind will fall me off a cliff, I told them that too. Kyle looked slowly over at him. He looked like a skeleton, a walking, talking skeleton. It was just bones and skin and white upon white. his long-toothed, tight grin the most freakish thing of all. Cal talked in a monotone trance, his eyes far off. Maybe he wasn't thankful for his life. Maybe he was thankful for the God that he thought was still alive. That meant Eli was probably more blessed than you will ever be. All your joy is based on suffering. Such joy only comes from self-hatred. Listen, I will be sport and do all the talking, right? I take it you had a rough day. I'm there. So what did they tell you about me? Did they tell you that I murdered God? Is that it? Let me tell you something, Kyle. Couldn't be further from the truth. I love the old bastard. I really did. Man, me and him were the best of friends, Kyle. I was sad as anyone was when he passed. Sure, we had a few bumps in the road. And hey, who the hell doesn't with their kids? Kyle, I didn't form a mutiny in heaven. I didn't assassinate God. Hell, he gave me the keys before he died. He wanted me in charge. I was his successor, Kyle. His hand-picked successor. When God created me, Kyle, I was the newborn, the first creation. He was in awe of me, of what he had created. You're a history man, Kyle. Do you want to know a little secret? You want to know the time period between my creation and the rest of the angels? They don't tell you that in the school books. In your understanding of time, Kyle, it was hundreds of billions of years. Billions, Kyle. Theologians never tell you that part. The saints decided not to write it down. That's true, Kyle. For billions of years, there was just him and me, and we loved each other. And we created love. But then he decided to start pushing his luck, like every pair of newborn parents do, and start having more angels. Then he really fucked up when he had the worst idea ever to create humans. You don't want to know what humans are, Kyle? And I really don't mean to offend you. Humans kind of like a running gag up in heaven. You're kind of like the retarded kid in the family. It's me, the angels, and the demons. Oh, sure, girl loved you. Spent more time with you as a parent would need to. You know, forgave you a lot quicker than the rest of us. But let's face it, Kyle, a parent may love their special child, but it's just not the same, is it? Kind of a burden, yeah. Kyle slowly spoke. You are the prince of lies. Not lies, Kyle, not lies. Stretching the truth a bit, guilty. And it's the king of lies now, if you don't mind. Anyway, now that he's dead, I had the option to erase all of you. Could have done in the blink of an eye. Still can, but I didn't. I don't. And here's the reason why. I have found that since stepping into his shoes, I see things from a little different perspective, Kyle. And I slowly began to realize why he created me, the angels and humans. I think it was generally because he was just a lonely old man. He wants someone to share his creations with. I mean, if I wiped all of you out, who would I rule over? Demons are really a filthy lot, just, between you and me. I think I could stand a little worshipping from now till the end of eternity. There are new rules now, Kyle. Heaven is under new management. I decide what's naughty and what's nice. And now I'm going to tell you what I want. The milkman reached under the table and pulled out a shotgun and set it on the kitchen table. I lied about something, Kyle. Your wife isn't dead yet. Kyle looked at him with a glimmer of hope. She's still alive? Sorry, Kyle. I guess the devil made me do it. He said with a macabre smile. I like you, Kyle. That's why I'm going to give you a chance to get on my good side. I want you to go in there now and finish her off. Blow the bitch's head off with his fucking shotgun. See, I'm not such a bad guy after all. Cal now looked down in repulsed horror at the gun. He cringed in disgust. The milkman stood up and stood behind him. He whispered in Cal's ear, "Get up, Cal. Get up and save yourself. Kill her, and I will revert everything back to the way it was 2 weeks ago. Your father will be healthy again. Your wife and you will be happily married again in your redneck suburbia. God, it's going to make me puke, but I'll do it, Cal. You and your wife will forget all about this. Just do one more thing for me, Cal. Love me. Love me like you love him. Worship me like you've worshipped him. It's been me all along you've been singing your dumb fucking choirs to in church every week anyway. Just accept me as your savior and I will spare you. I have other playthings. Reject me, and I shall torture you and your wife from now till the end of time. Just one more chapter for the devil you know."